Hey, what's going on, guys? Xclusive here, and welcome back to another episode of our Q&A series. I had you guys send me in a whole bunch of questions over on Twitter throughout the past week or so, and you guys have been going absolutely crazy sending me in questions, so I figured I'd answer them here today, and let's jump into it. The first question comes from Hunter, and he says, who would you say is your biggest YouTube gamer influence and why? My biggest gamer influence? I'd probably say Syndicate, and there are so many people that I look up to, and so many people that that have inspired me to actually do what I do today. But I'd have to say Syndicate, only because, not because of his subscriber count, not because of how successful he is, but really just the main fact of how he stays, you know, even through all of this, even through working so hard, he remains, like, extremely positive at life. You know, he has this really positive outlook on life, where you're not supposed to waste a single day, you know, like, there's no point in being upset, there's no point in being down or sad, because life's too short, so you just have to focus on the good things and just kind of enjoy yourself. And that's like an outlook that he has on life, and it's obviously it shows in his videos. His videos are amazing, and he does a really good job running his channel over there. So if I had to pick one, it would probably be Syndicate. But I have so many people that I look up to and subscribe to just in general that I watch every day. My next question comes from Peter, and he says, if you were to die in 48 hours, what would you do in that period of time and why? That is a very difficult question. See, that's a tough one because, like, I want to just say the standard thing, just like spend it with the people I care about, and I think in the end of the day that's what I would end up doing. But 48 hours, that's like, I don't even know, that's terrifying. That I can't even imagine. I don't know what I would do. Honestly, I have no idea. I think I'd probably be really upset. Obviously, I'd be really upset if I was somehow excited about that. That'd be a little bit odd, but I'd be pretty upset. But I think that regardless of anything, I would fly wherever I had to. I'd go wherever I had to spend it with the people that I care about, and I don't know, like I said, 48 hours, it's such a small amount of time. I mean, there are things that I want to do, right? Like my life's purpose, my goals in life. I mean, they're life goals, you know, they're supposed to be goals that you accomplish over a lifetime. So, like, I can't really complete any of them, really, in 48 hours. So I don't really know. I'd probably just spend it with the people I care about, and that's really it. I mean, I think one of the biggest things for me, just with my life in general, is helping people, and that's always what I've wanted to do, and that's always what I've tried to do. And I think that I would just attempt to help as many people as possible in whichever way possible. I mean, even if it's in the smallest way. So I'd probably do that. I'd probably try and help as many people as I can, and I'd just spend it with people I care about until, I guess, my God, my time is up. That's terrifying. That's a terrifying question. Let's move on. My next question is from Christopher, and he says, how would your life be without your back problem? That is a very good question. So much different. And I sit here, I try not to think about it too much, because if I just kind of dwell on, like, you know, oh, what if, then I'm gonna drive myself nuts. But if I didn't have my back problem, I probably would have continued to play baseball for a little bit longer. I just wouldn't be in as much pain as I am. I mean, pain, you guys have probably heard many people say that pain changes people, and luckily for me, I think it's changed me in a good way. I think it's just made me a stronger person and made me more dedicated and devoted to helping people, and I think that's a really big part of my character. And but without my back problem, I mean, I wouldn't have fallen off the face of the earth on YouTube for like 3 months. And I mean, literally, if you guys, you probably don't even really think about it. I mean, I think about it all the time because it happened to me. But when I started up my channel, you know, I was, I think, a month or two in, maybe not even quite that much, but I was starting to get the ball rolling. You know, my MLB series was starting to take off, and I had to go into surgery, and it was terrifying, and it was one of the most terrifying experiences I've ever been through, if not the most terrifying. And when I came back, I mean, obviously I couldn't do anything. I was in mass amounts of pain for like 3 months, to the point where I couldn't even get out of bed. I needed to walk around holding the walls and holding, you know, my mom or a cane or something. I just couldn't actually walk by myself. And then when I came back, you know, like, yeah, my subscribers were still there and everybody was still there, but my videos went from getting like 10,000 views a video to like 100, and that, I mean, I can't begin to describe how difficult that is to build it back up, because this kind of stuff takes time. Being a YouTuber or streamer, it takes a lot of time to build up an audience, and once you just kind of fall off the face of the earth for like 3 months, it's very difficult. You're pretty much just starting over. So what would life be like without it? I think that I would just be a lot happier. I wouldn't be in pain. I would be able to go places. I'd be able to drive. I'd be able to do a whole bunch of other things. And I would also not be where I am on YouTube today. I think we'd be like 3 or 4 months ahead of where we are now, which isn't too much, but it's enough to make it seem like, oh wow, I wish this really would have happened. But life without my back problem would be completely different. My next question comes from Big Papa, and he says, what hair product do you use for that look? I actually use something, I don't know if this is a local thing or if you can buy this anywhere, but I use something called, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Menu? It might have a French kind of thing to it, but it's got the little thing above the U. So it could be like a menu, or like a menu. My last question here comes from Giant Will, and he says, have you ever been bullied in school? Now, I left this question for last because not only is it a good question, but I think this applies to a lot of people. Have I been bullied in school? Yes. Maybe not fully intentionally, because I'm a relatively nice guy. I think you guys probably know that by now. So people don't just really go out of their way to make me absolutely miserable. Well, okay, bullies, that actually sounds exactly like what a bully would do. But yeah, in middle school was when I was really bullied. I mean, when I moved into high school, it was kind of like, yeah, I mean, I was bullied to an extent, because you guys know I had my anxiety disorder, so I was missing like 3/4 of my hair, so I guess that kind of led to a little bit of like, what the hell's wrong with this guy, even though it wasn't necessarily my fault. But yeah, I was bullied in middle school, and a little bit of high school. You guys know that obviously I play video games, I do that for a living, and in middle school I played a ton of video games. It was kind of like my escape from the real world, and people just seem to not really like that at all. I don't know why. I used to be in the friend group of people that played a lot of sports, so I think me like I'd rather play video games was kind of like, they didn't really understand that. They were like, what's wrong with you? You know, like you play this many video games, you know, no life, da 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 da. They just did the whole 9 yards, and it was a struggle because I'm a sensitive kid, so it was kind of, or I was a sensitive kid, so it kind of like, you know, it hit me pretty hard. But I think one of the biggest things, if you're being bullied, anybody, not talking to you, Giant Will, but I'm talking to everybody in general that's watching this, if you do get bullied or you are getting bullied, just try and remember that usually, not even usually, every single time, if there's a bully in your school or in your town or at work or whatever it is, most of the time they just get the thrill off of insulting and belittling other people, and it's pathetic. It really is. They're not even worth getting upset over. I mean, if anybody says something to you or just picks on you constantly every day, like I said, they're just so unhappy with their own life. The only thrill they can possibly get is by insulting other people. So just try and brush it off. Don't let them get you down too much. It's not like the rest of the world thinks the way they do. I mean, I said this earlier in a different episode. I don't know if it was in an episode of the Q&A or if it was in an episode of something else, but I said that there are a lot of good people in this world. There's also a lot of bad. I think the bad people just speak louder. You know what I mean? I think there are more good people in this world. You just have to go find them because they're just quieter. You know, the bad kids are the ones that are just going to be screaming and causing a ton of problems, and the nice kids and the good people in this world, which is actually the vast majority of people, are just relatively quiet, you know, going about their day-to-day business, not causing a problem, and that's why you don't really hear them. So just remember that not everybody's like that, and they're just so unhappy with their own life that they need to belittle other people. So yeah, was I ever bullied in school? Yeah, unfortunately I was. Well, that's going to wrap up this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to be in the next episode, all you have to do is head over to my Twitter. It's twitter.com/exclusiveplays. The link is going to be down below in the description. And all you're going to have to do is tweet me at that username and tweet me using the hashtag #AskExclusive, all one word. It'll be in the description. It might even be on screen for you. And that's all you have to do. Tweet me your question using the hashtag and tag me if you'd like. It'll get to me faster. And I will definitely answer it in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe for more content from me. And if you guys enjoyed the video, obviously be sure to smack that like button. And I'll definitely catch you guys next time.